Welcome back to the show, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good morning out there. Hope everything's going good. Hope you guys had a lot of rest over the weekend. You're ready to just power through this week. Let's get into the market here real quick. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice. Make sure you guys are doing your research, okay? So, get into the market. XDC pumping again today, up 8% so far. XRP down 2.5%. HBAR down 2%. It's a good pullback. Good day to go shopping. Bitcoin 29,200. What else do we got here? Ooh, a lot of red over here. CRV down another 13% so far today. XLM down 3%. Caspa's up almost 4.1%. What else do we got? Jasmine down 2.5%. All right, let's get into the news here, guys. We got quite a day today. I'm going to start off with this real quick, and it's it's an article on Reddit. I'm not going to read it, but I'm going to give you the headline of it, and then I'll tell you why I'm not reading it. Okay? Now, most of you know me who follow this channel. I am not an or guy. I am an and guy, right? And this article is Algorand versus Hedera, HBAR, right? Which one should you pick? Which one should you be buying? Which one's better? Guys, I'm here to tell you right now, they are both solid gold projects, in my opinion. I am not an or guy. I am an and guy. I hold big bags of both of these projects because I'm not stupid, right? I'm not going to pick one over the other simply because I'm emotional. There's going to be success in both of these projects in 2025, and I'm riding both of them to the top. So, you don't have to pick. That's the message I want to get out there to you guys. You don't have to say, I'm going to buy Algorand over HBAR, or I'm going to buy HBAR over Algorand. You don't have to choose between them. You should not be all in on one project. You should be diversified anyways, right? People who have this mindset of which one should you be buying, don't follow those people. Bad advice, right? That's how you get wrecked. So, what else do we have? Just in China to develop a blockchain infrastructure system in Shanghai by 2025. I told you guys, I keep telling you guys about, the East, they're really coming out. Everyone's talking about ETFs and everything like that here, and how the asset class is going to, benefit from all this money, trillions of dollars coming in from the West. But guys, the East ain't messing around. So signifying China's continued commitment to the sector, the development of blockchain infrastructure in Shanghai is expected by 2025. Indeed, according to the governor of the city, an implementation plan was issued on July 31st with an official timeframe of 2023 to 2025. The plan has been created to continue the strategic goal of Shanghai's continued digital development. Moreover, the Chinese city is set to encourage and apply blockchain technology to the economy and in public service. Shanghai to get... okay, so in yet another example of the country's commitment, China is moving forward with a new blockchain infrastructure plan for one of its largest cities. However, the city's governor announced the plan and what it could mean in the short and long-term future. Specifically, China is set to develop a blockchain infrastructure in Shanghai by the year 2025. Nevertheless, the official government update stated that the plan is to strengthen the application of blockchain in the real economy, as well as using that application in other sectors as well. The update noted the city's view of blockchain as an important breakthrough for the independent innovation of the core technologies, subsequently speaking on the important role it will play in Shanghai technological development. Moreover, the plan is set to introduce rapid on-chain and cross-chain deployment capabilities. Additionally, nothing that breakthrough progress has been made in the core technology of blockchain that the city will put into use. Very, very bullish news coming out of the East, guys. Like I keep saying it. keep harping on it, guys. Keep an eye on the East. They're not messing around out there. They're jumping in with both feet, and yeah. Okay, before we get to the big news, guys, a couple big stories to go over, but we got this this Base Universe. They're releasing even more and more meme coins and these meme dexes and stuff like that. Daki Swap announces Quack Drop screenshots. Guys, I'm just gonna say this once. I'm not gonna be talking much about these meme coins that are being launched over on Base. I'm staying away from it, guys. Not financial advice from me or anybody else, but I suggest, you think twice. People are getting wrecked. People have already gotten wrecked. I did a story on it yesterday, so that's all I'm saying. I'm not really covering that. I'll give you my thoughts on it right now. I don't like to fight other projects. I'm not fighting other projects, but I think a lot of people are going to get wrecked with what's going on with that. So, all right. What else do we got, guys? This is pure gold. I shared it on my Twitter page, so go to my Twitter page at RobMass, at ROBBMASS, or check out John Deaton's page or Stuart Alderati's page. I don't know if you've seen Gary Gensler's little videos that he does, office hours or something like that. Well, Stuart Alderati just did a parody of it, completely countering everything that Gary says. And his hand motions in the video and everything. It is, guys, it's gold. Go watch it. It is hilarious. Stuart Alderati made my whole month with this video, and I hope he continues to do it because it's just amazing. Check it out. Please go check it out, okay? All right, so let's start getting into the news here. We'll go over this first. There's a price prediction here at the end of the video we'll get into, but right now we're going to talk about, first we're going to talk about the SEC Coinbase thing, then we're going to talk about Richard Hart, then we're going to talk about the price prediction there, okay? So first, Wendy O tweets out, the SEC literally asked Coinbase to halt crypto trading. The SEC allowed Coin to go public, approved their business model, and after years destroying their business, selling crypto assets is their revenue source. So basically, yes, a lot of you guys probably heard about this already, but prior to the lawsuit against Coinbase, the SEC had asked Coinbase to halt the trading of every digital asset except for Bitcoin. And when they didn't get their own way, they dropped a lawsuit. And now, because of that emotional response to not getting their own way, they're getting their asses kicked by Coinbase in a lawsuit. And my opinion, they're going to lose that case as well, because now they have leverage of Coinbase has leverage because of the Ripple case that digital assets sold on the secondary markets are not securities. That is in itself, that there is the entire case that the SEC brought against Coinbase. And it just got decided in another big case that exactly what they're claiming against Coinbase are not securities. Their whole case is blown out of the water at this point. That's why I said when they lost the Ripple case, they didn't just lose the Ripple case when that decision came down. When that decision dropped, they lost the Coinbase lawsuit as well. They lost them both in that decision. So Brian Armstrong was smart to fight that. Got the quote here from Bitcoin Magazine. Here's the exact quote from Brian Armstrong. They came back to us and they say, we believe every asset other than Bitcoin is a security, Armstrong said. Now, quick pause in the quote. Quick pause. That's direct quote from the SEC, right? On paper, they sent that over to Coinbase. They said, and I quote, we believe every asset other than Bitcoin is a security. Now, you tell me, is that statement not telling you that they are clearly biased against, they should not be allowed to be voting on suing these projects? Because as we know with what was happening with Gary Gensler, they are prejudging tens of thousands of projects They're supposed to be judging each project on its own facts and circumstances, in Gary's own words. But here, they're very clearly stating that they're prejudging every single project out there that it is a security. And at that point, if that's what you were doing, you now have to present why you think that. Because there's no more ambiguity in it. You've made it clear right here in this quote that you think every single one of them, because they've been dancing around that. They've been saying it and then saying, well, facts and circumstances. Okay, well, right here you have said that every single digital asset is a security in your opinion. So then as we continue on with the quote, Brian Armstrong said, and we said, well, how are you coming to that conclusion? Because it's not our interpretation of the law. So at that point, it is the responsibility of Gary Gensler and the SEC to explain that. But their response was, we're not going to explain it to you. You need to delist every asset other than Bitcoin. That's unprofessional, it's irresponsible, and it's illegal. How are these people not fired? I do not understand, right? I hate the job protection in politics is absolutely insane. This is insane. They are going against the law here. And yeah, they're getting swatted down by judges when they do, but this should be halted. Congress should be able to step in and say, you know what? You're done. You're fired. And bring somebody else in. That's how this should be happening right now, right? Because this is ridiculous. It's insane. I don't know what to tell you guys outside of that. I don't know what to tell you outside of that. So here we have the announcement for Richard Hart. SEC, first we'll read their tweet. Today we charged Richard Hart, aka Richard, whatever, I'm not going to reveal his last name, whatever, and 3 unincorporated entities that he controls, Hex, Pulse Chain, and Pulse X, with conducting unregistered offerings of crypto asset securities that raised more than $1 billion in assets from investors. Here's the quote. Hart called on investors to buy crypto asset securities in offerings. First of all, there's no such thing as crypto asset securities. That's not a thing. It's just something Gary made up. That string of 3 words is not indicative of anything that exists. He then defrauded those investors by spending some of their crypto assets on exorbitant luxury goods. This action seeks to protect the investing public and hold Hart accountable for his actions. So, very interesting. Now, hold on. There's more that I'm going to read first before I give you my thoughts on it. Reuters says the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on Monday said it had charged YouTuber Richard Hart with these 3 entities conducting unregistered offerings of digital assets. The SEC charged all 3 entities. They charged Hart and his Pulse Chain entity with fraud and misappropriating at least $12 million in offering proceeds to purchasers, luxuries, including sports cars, watches, black diamonds, a whole bunch of stuff. There's a list of things that they're saying that he bought with investors' funds. So here's where I stand on this, guys. I don't know a whole bunch about Richard Hart. I mean, I don't invest in Pulse X or Hex or any of that stuff. I know what other people say about Richard Hart. I see BitBoy sometimes defending him, not to, an extreme degree or anything, but he tries to give him benefit of the doubt from what I see. And then I see the other side of the spectrum. I see people, I see people saying he's a fraudster, he's a scammer, and all this kind of stuff. I can't tell you for sure one way or another if he used these funds. I guess we'll see if the SEC can prove it. I do know that he likes to flaunt his money. I know that. But at the end of the day, that's not illegal, right? At the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean, so but this is the responses that some of the Hex community has given. So Crypto Mason had tweeted out, breaking: Richard Hart from Hex just got sued by the SEC, and then he shared the official court document, right, from the Eastern District of New York. Okay, it's the official court document here about the lawsuit, the complaint. Okay, and this is the responses from the Hex community. Little Hexico, bro, this is fake. You should be ashamed for posting stuff like this, bro. It's embarrassing. My dude, it's an official court document. I understand as an XRP holder what you're going through right now, and how hard this is probably hitting your wallet, your portfolio. But it's an official court document, dude. You got to come into reality here, right? I don't know if it's true or not, but like Hex holders getting mad at other people in the crypto space for sharing this news is stupid, right? Now, Crypto Mason is not doing anything wrong by sharing a court document here. He shouldn't be embarrassed. It's not fake. I don't know what to tell you, man. You are living in your own world if you think that way, right? Crappy things happen in this world. And this is, if you hold Hex, this is a crappy thing that happened. XRP members went through it. Deal with it. We did. Right? I feel sorry for you. I'm not sitting here like people did to the XRP community and laughing at you or anything. I'm not. I feel bad for you. I'm sorry this happened to you. But get a grip on reality. Right? Don't start blasting people on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it because they shared a court document. It's stupid. You're better than that. All right, so I think I'm about done with Richard Hart and the Hex lawsuit stuff. So what we have left here is the XRP price prediction from Wells Fargo. Let's get into this. Wells Fargo staff predict XRP to hit $100 to $500 in the next 2 to 7 months. Hoi. Wells Fargo's support manager Shannon Thorpe predicts XRP to reach the price range of $100 to $500 in the next 7 months. Rob Cunningham, the founder of KUWL Research, recently brought attention to an intriguing XRP. Sorry, my glasses are. I gotta get new glasses, guys. Intriguing XRP project made by Shannon Thorpe, business support manager at Wells Fargo. The prediction has ignited varied responses, suggesting a significant price surge for the asset. Thorpe's commentary on XRP's price project is comprehensive and thought-provoking, ultimately setting a $100 to $500 price forecast for XRP from September 23rd to February 2024. September 23 to February 2024. She begins acknowledging the long-standing curiosity surrounding the price of XRP and the anticipation of its utility finally coming to the forefront. Here is her exact tweet. People have long asked what will be the price of XRP, when will this utility come? In my opinion, now more than ever, I see a divided XRP army, one side looking at only charts, taking cues from the past and trends that follow Bitcoin to draw short-term price predictions. Interestingly, she highlights divide. I just read that. XRP is not a security. However, Thorpe takes a different approach altogether, asserting that both camps have missed the mark in their predictions. She points out that XRP is not a security, courtesy of a court ruling. As a result, she urged the community to abandon making price predictions based on traditional security valuation models. Instead, she advocates evaluating XRP's value based on the utility and real-world application. Thorpe also addresses Valhalla Capital's white paper on XRP price, acknowledging the shock it may have caused amongst readers, as reported by the Crypto Basic last month. The white paper projected an XRP fair market value of $3,500 to $22,000. While Tharp refrains from claiming expertise in the complex mathematics presented in the paper, she stressed that the disbelief from the community is due to constraints positioned in the charts. XRP Utility. Tharp then turns her attention to XRP's utility by comparing it to Swift. She reveals that while Swift handles approximately 44.8 million messages a day, it is only half of what XRP can accomplish, highlighting the untapped potential of the asset. Furthermore, she notes that XRP's rapid settlement time, taking just 1 to 5 seconds, makes it ideal for facilitating transactions more efficiently than traditional systems. In Thorpe's analysis, she first considers the potential scenario where a single entity owns 100 billion XRP. This helps illustrate the necessity for a broader perspective when assessing XRP's liquid potential. To provide a more realistic assessment, she considers the distribution of XRP across various banks, liquidity providers, governments, and exchanges. Thorpe proceeds with the calculation assuming there could be around 50 to 75 billion XRP in circulation at any given time. Supporting liquidity strength, she takes the hypothetical case of 75 billion XRP in circulation for illustration purposes. Next, Thorpe envisions spreading this amount across 300 to 1,000 different banks, liquidity providers, and governments to calculate the liquidity strength per bank or liquidity provider. She divides the total circulating supply, 75 billion XRP, by the number of entities considered, 300 to 1,000. For instance, assuming 75 billion XRP in circulation, Thorpe arrives at a liquidity strength of roughly $75 per bank or liquidity provider. She then highlights the importance of considering factors like different bank sizes, the varying amounts of XRP held by each liquidity provider, and the overall impact on liquidity strength. Considering top-tier banks such as JP Morgan moving over 8 trillion daily, Thorpe speculates that capturing even 10% of that market would necessitate a significantly higher XRP price than $1. She emphasizes that such an evaluation demonstrates how price predictions based solely on charts analysis may not accurately reflect XRP's true liquidity potential. As a result, Thorpe's detailed calculations provide more of a comprehensive perspective on XRP's potential price range to $100 to $500 in the short term within 4 to 7 months. At its current price of 70 cents, XRP would need a 14,185% surge to hit $100 and a 71,328% increase to claim $500. So, there you have it, my friends. Very, very interesting prediction. And here's where I will land on this. Do I think that she's right? Do I think that we will see a $100 to $500 XRP in the next 2 to 7 months? I'm not confident that we will. Okay? Now, in saying that, a couple caveats. One, you have to admit, she does bring up some good points, some good arguments. So she is backing what she's saying with something concrete that you can kind of understand where she's getting this from. She's not just pulling numbers out of her arse for clickbait. So that's good, right? And also, I hold a big bag of XRP. If it goes to $100 to $500 by within 2 to 7 months, I will buy her a Lamborghini for this, right? Because that will be like a penny compared to the amount of money that I will have if that was the case. So yeah, hopefully she's correct. I'm sure a lot of you out there are hoping that she's correct. Wishful thinking, maybe. But I'm going to hold my XRP just in case, right? We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, that's the news. Take it for what it is. And yeah, make sure you smash the like and subscribe button, guys. We're working our way to 1,000 subs. Let's get there. Every single day we get a little bit closer, so stick around, smash that subscribe button, guys. If you haven't been here for one of our live streams yet, you got to subscribe because you got to stick around for the live streams. We have so much fun in the evenings. We chat, we laugh, we look at projects. It's a good time, so make sure you're smashing that subscribe button. Like the video, comment down below. Let me know if there's any projects you want me to look into for you, and I'll see you this evening for the live stream.